Be honest with me, do you fear hitting your backhand? When you're in the second set and it's 5-4 and you're down 15-4 and there's a match point against you, or maybe in a 10-point tiebreaker, every single point matters a ton. Do you fear having them hit it to your backhand? Do you fear getting tight, getting worried? If so, these 5 drills are guaranteed to help you and are gonna give you so much more confidence in your next match with your backhand. The first drill is just trying to get you more confident with your backhand. So focus on trying to get cross-court deep shots 20 times. And this doesn't just mean you get 20 plus your partner, so a total of 20. Instead, try and get a total of 40. So you're hitting 20 backhands. The reason you should be doing this drill is for a couple reasons. Number one, you should be hitting 80 to 90% of your backhands cross court. At that angle, when you're hitting a shot cross court, the court is way bigger and you're far less likely to make a mistake. Additionally, when you're hitting at cross court, most players that you're playing against are probably going to be righty. So when you're hitting at cross court, you're probably going to their backhand, and they probably don't really love hitting their backhand either. So you should try to focus on getting 20 backhands. You get 20, your partner gets 20, so a total of 40 backhands in a row. This will give you so much more confidence because you can then know, I have been able to get 20 shots in a row. And very rarely to almost never is a rally in an actual match going to go that long. So if you can do that, you can have a ton of confidence going into your match that you're going to be able to do fine even if the rally goes long. The second drill I would recommend that you focus on is after being able to get a lot of shots cross court, so after you've been able to master getting those 20 shots in a row, then start focusing on the ability to change direction. So while 80 or 90% of your backhand should be going cross court, the times when you should be going down the line are when you've pulled your opponent wide and now you're able to take that shot early, go down the line, and follow it in. So in this drill, go cross court with your partner, and once one of you hits a short ball, so I'd say maybe around the service line or a little bit in front of it, then take that shot early and on the rise and follow it into the net and play out the point with your friend. This is a great chance to really work on your ability to change direction and be aware. A lot of times when we're playing points, especially in a match, we get tight, we get scared, and our brain kind of almost like cuts off. And so we're stopped being aware of, okay, is the ball landing short or is it landing deep? This is really going to help you work on that awareness. So if it lands short, take it early, take it on the rise, follow it into net, and play it out, and get really good at that scenario so that way in a match you're confident that you can do that very consistently. I have a message for all the humans watching this video. So if you're not a human, you can scroll past this, don't watch it. But if you are a human, you should go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel right now so that way you can keep on getting information from Point and Play Tennis. Now back to the video. Drill number 3. In this drill, I want you to focus on trying to hit your shots high heavy. So the number one way to do this is make sure you are getting way under the ball. Your racket should go under the ball and then brush up as you're swinging up and over your shoulder. While you're doing this, your partner, they should focus on taking shots on the rise. So you hit high heavy, they hit on the rise. And so they should focus on stepping into the court, taking the ball while it's rising, while you should step more back. You should be further behind the baseline and let balls drop more to you, and then you get high heavy and then you get spin. What you're gonna find when you're doing this drill is that the person who is hitting the high heavy shots, who's not having to step in and take the shots on the rise, they are going to be a lot less tired. If you're hitting shots on the rise, it's a lot more exertion and it's a lot more energy usage. So keep this in mind in your match, that it's actually not a bad strategy to hit high heavy shots against your opponent and force them to be the one to take shots on the rise, because they're going to be using up a whole lot more energy than you are. So after you've done the first aspect of that drill, so where you're hitting high heavy and then they're hitting on the rise, go ahead and switch, and now you try and take balls on the rise while they hit high heavy. This is also good, again, to focus on your ability to kind of step into the court and take those shots and try and dictate when you're hitting shots on the rise and they're hitting their shots high heavy. So focus on this drill to be able to improve your consistency and be able to improve your aggression when you're taking those balls on the rise. Drill number 4. Set up 4 cones on the court. Set them up about halfway between the sidelines and the service line, but a little bit deeper than that. And you set up 2 on your side and your partner can set up 2 on their side. And the goal of this drill is really getting good at hitting in the middle and having really good margins. I know a lot of times we think, oh, the pros, they hit all their shots with huge angle, and they do get pretty good at that. They do hit a lot of angle, but a lot of their shots go down the middle, and they are really, really good at never missing those shots and making their opponent hit a million of those, and then they wait for that chance to be able to open up the court and then go for that more angled shot to be able to pull their opponent off and then to be able to come in and close it out. So in this drill, I really just want you to focus on keeping all your shots within those cones and really just almost figuring out your timing as well. When shots are coming more to you, this is a great chance to be able to really feel the ball better because you're not having to sprint as much. So you should be having good extension on each shot, and you should really also focus on your footwork to be able to be in a very good position for each shot, to be able to step into it and not necessarily feel like you're falling back. So the big focus here is making sure that you're keeping all your shots within the cones, having really good margin, and not going near the lines. Drill number 5 and the last one. Really focus in this drill on the ability to be able to mix it up. While we've been primarily in the other drills focusing on the ability to just hit topspin, here I really want you to focus on not just hitting topspin but also hitting slice. What you and your partner should be doing is hit 2 cross-court backhands, so both of you, so topspin, 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 so a total of 4 shots, topspin. And then that next person, they hit a slice, and then the partner hits a slice. And then you just keep on doing that. So two topspin and then 1 slice, and keep on mixing that up. And the real focus of this is if you give your opponent rhythm, so you just keep on hitting the same shot over and over again, not really going to struggle with almost figuring out what to do against it, because they might get in a rhythm. You don't want your opponent to be able to get in a rhythm. You want to get in a rhythm. You want to dictate the rhythm. And so hit topspin and also hit slice. And this drill is going to help you work on both of those. And also when you're hitting those slice, make sure that you're using good footwork. A lot of times with slice, sometimes we get a little bit lazy. We just kind of wait for the ball to come to us. Make sure you're still using really good footwork and that your slice, your stroke is going through the shot and not down. With these 5 drills, you can really help improve your backhand and your confidence in your backhand a whole lot.